Life is full of little mysteries. How long is a piece of string? What did come first, the chicken or the egg? And how many scientists does it take to send a postcard? Our 4 pioneering scientists are Ellen Macaulay, an intrepid go-anywhere botanist with a love of all things wild. Mike Bullivant, a chemistry wizard with a wicked sense of humour. Jonathan Hare, the do-it-all inventor, physicist and engineer. And Hermione Cockburn, an earth scientist and explorer who never gives up. Their base is an abandoned mining mill way up in the mountains of Colorado. This is High Altitude Rough Science. Oh, I'm going to miss this old place. Home for the past few weeks, and all too soon we're going to have to pack up and leave it. Wouldn't it be lovely to take home a memento, a picture of this old mill created by the Rough Science team and sent to me using only natural resources and their collective wits? Lovely? Yes. Possible? Who knows? Right then, your challenge this week is to create a permanent reminder of this lovely building. Something that we can take home.
Okay. Well, I don't know, this is maybe a long shot, but if I can find some good silver ore, Mikey, couldn't we use that as the basis of photography?
Silver salt's the basis of photography, we'd do that.
Could you use the rock that we got from the mine last week?
I'd have to have a look. I mean, probably need to get a bit more of it.
Right.
But I'll have a look and see exactly what minerals are in it.
OK, so if you can extract silver, you reckon you can make a photograph?
We'll try.
Yeah.
OK.
And we built some sort of basic camera as well.
OK, OK. What would be really nice is if that could be sent to me in some way.
By balloon?
That would do.
Well, a hydrogen balloon, that'd be great.
We could do that.
Make a hydrogen balloon.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Send it airmail. Fantastic. Good. OK, well, you've got 3 days, and I look forward to my special delivery with bated breath. As usual, our team can use anything they find in the abandoned mill and the surrounding countryside. In a previous challenge, Hermione and the team collected rock from an old mine. They're hoping this rock contains minerals rich in silver, silver ore.
Really
Look
sparkling.
at that!
Well, it's all very sparkling.
How's it looking?
Well, there's a specific mineral from this area that I know is going to have a high silver content called tetrahedrite.
Right.
And I can't find it in this particular rock. I mean, there are some other minerals in here that might have silver in them, but I think it's worth going out and looking for this particular one.
So why is this silver so important? I don't understand the correlation between silver and trying to take a photograph.
Well, certain silver compounds are light sensitive.
Right.
So they react with light to form dark silver images. It was the basis of early photography.
So it's those that kind of capture the image, if you like.
That's right, exactly, yeah. So I need to make a compound called silver nitrate.
Right.
And for that, I need you to go out and collect some horse manure.
Good, I'm glad I got up this morning. So you're going out to find
for the
silver,
tetrahedrite.
I'm going out to get poo, and you're doing what?
According to Mike, the first step in producing silver nitrate is to make potassium nitrate. Just my luck, it's naturally found in horse dung. Fortunately, this being cowboy country, you're never too far from a ranch.
One wheelbarrow load of well-rotted horse poo. For the chemist, this better be a good photo.
On the other side of the mountain, Hermione's hunting for silver-rich tetrahedrite.
Now, this is what remains of one of the old silver mines in the area. And the miners would have been working on the mineral veins that you can see coming down the cliff face there. And this whole pile of debris in front is basically their leftovers. What I'm hoping, though, is that there still should be some of this silver-bearing mineral, the tetrahedrite, in their pile of waste. So I've just got to go and have a look. I don't know why I picked that up.
I think the miners found
eat. If this isn't enough, the next lot you can get for yourself.
Right, well done.
It's old.
Yeah.
It's from last year and I dug deep. So hopefully it'll do the trick. What needs to be done with it now?
All I need to do is drop some of this in here. This is just boiling water.
Right.
And the chemical that we want, the potassium nitrate, which
Yeah.
dissolve in the water.
Yeah.
So I just filter off anything that doesn't dissolve.
Wow. And it's as simple as that.
It's as simple as that.
Mike's busy extracting potassium nitrate and hopefully Hermione will find silver. But they're still a long way from making their silver nitrate. Ellen and Jonathan are making a hydrogen balloon to deliver the photograph to me. But to predict its path, they'll need to know which direction the wind's blowing. So Ellen's rustling up a windsock. They'll also need to measure the wind's speed, which will take a little more work.
Well, I've taken this little motor out of a fan, and instead of using batteries to generate an electric current, I'm going to use the wind. So when the wind is blowing very slowly, it generates just a little bit of electric current. When the wind is blowing really hard, it generates a whole lot more.
While Ellen's finishing off her wind speedometer, Jonathan's trying to make hydrogen by reacting homemade acid with metal.
Some metals are more reactive than others, but some metals like copper we've got plenty of. So, you know, it'd be great if it works with copper, but I have a feeling it probably won't.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the metal into this container, and then with these sort of pipes and bungs, I can add the acid to the metal,
Yeah.
block this off here so
Yeah.
we don't lose any of the gas. And the gas will bubble over on the tube.
Yeah.
And I've got just some water in here, because hydrogen's invisible. You can't see it, but you'll see the bubbles in the gas.
Okay.
And then we can try and collect the gas with a test tube.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've got some dilute acid here. We better
Okay.
wear our specs for that.
There you go.
This is nasty stuff to get on the eyes. So I put that in there, and it should hopefully run
It's
into
trickling
there.
in, yeah.
So there's nothing happening. So that's no good at all. And we can try some of the iron nails.
Do you want me to drop them in?
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter mixing it with the copper?
No, because I think, you know, we've seen that the copper isn't reactive enough.
Okay. Is that...
Anything at all?
Doesn't look like it. There's nothing happening this end.
Hermione's persevering on her hunt for the elusive silver ore.
Well, this is definitely little deposits of tetrahedrite. So there's some really nice little bits here that I could get out. I think I could probably still find some better bits though.
Back at the mill, we're still trying to produce hydrogen.
Okay, what's this one here?
That's a bit of the roofing material that I found around the corner.
No wonder we've got so many leaks.
It was sort of hanging off. And I think it might be zinc, mostly zinc.
Okay.
So that's definitely more reactive than copper or iron.
Okay, well, should we try this?
Yep. Okay. Aha! That's good, look at that.
Oh, look at that. That's fizzing already. Oh, yes, straight away there were some bubbles.
Lovely, look at that.
But have we got hydrogen?
So
So
that
that-
little squeak was absolutely the hydrogen
Yeah.
exploding.
That's nice. But if you do that in bigger quantities, you can get an enormous band. So, I mean, this is luckily, it's just a small amount.
Mike is cooking up a stink. It hasn't been as simple as he thought.
I've just spent the last 6 hours, 6 hours, adding horse manure to boiling water and dissolving up any potassium nitrate that's in there. But the problem is, when I take off this, top of this, the water containing the potassium nitrate, and pass it through a filter like this to remove any undissolved material, I end up with this. It's got all kinds of particulate matter in there that's passed through the horse. Can't get it any cleaner than that. So I've decided I'm going to go with that, but we just won't be able to get the potassium nitrate as a nice white crystalline compound, which I'd hoped. Ho hum. We've still got a few hours daylight. I think I might be here for another few hours yet, because I've only got through about a third of a wheelbarrow of horse manure.
Ellen's finished her wind speedometer and she's measuring how much electricity it produces when travelling at different speeds.
Just hope this machine doesn't fall apart.
Once it's calibrated, she can work out how fast the balloon will fly on challenge day.
So you happy?
Yeah, now I just need to go graph this out.
Okay, fine. Well, I shall turn round and take you back to the mill.
It's the end of the first day and the team have a long way to go. Jonathan and Ellen have the means to make hydrogen and measure wind speed, but there's no sign of a balloon yet. Hermione and Mike say they're going to take a photograph, but a handful of sparkly rocks and a few buckets of liquid manure don't exactly inspire confidence.
First you take a wheelbarrow full of horse manure and you spend 8 hours boiling it up in water just to get a minuscule amount of potassium nitrate, which is the first step on the way to our photosensitive compound.
I'm thinking about scaling up the challenge, and that's a bit of an unknown. I don't know quite how much to scale it up by. So there's lots of unknowns and lots of things that need to be tackled on day 2.
It's the beginning of day 2 and the team is busy working.
You're away all day.
All day. Not as easy as you think, but
Is it positive?
very positive. This is the tetrahedrite. This is a fabulous sample, all this grey through here.
And that's the stuff we want for the silver.
That's the mineral
compound,
that should contain silver. But here, this more sparkly, sort of cubic-looking one, that's galena, that's the lead mineral.
But we don't want that.
I think
Not
I'll
to
just
take
go
the
through
lead.
each one and just take the sort of centre of what I'm absolutely sure about.
Yeah.
What I'm hoping is that because of where I got it from, which was a silver mine, that it could be up to 10, maybe even up to 30% silver.
It could be 0.
It could be 0.
Oh, well.
Okay, well that's
It's just the lead that I think is a problem.
Well, I'll go off and be very careful. I promise. I'll do my best.
All right. Well, I did my best yesterday. Look what happened.
Yeah, I know.
In a nearby valley, Ellen's surveying the site of tomorrow's challenge.
This looks like a fabulous place to test our balloons. Kate can go as far as she wants, and we'll just send it to her. Let's see what the wind's doing. Okay, windsock direction. Okay, so right now it's going right down the valley. How fast is it? Okay, the wind's a little gusty. All right, that's reading 20. So if I look at my current, 20 is 6 meters per second. So that means we could go 200 meters in about 35 seconds. Oh, and then it dies. I'm not sure how we're going to deal with that.
Mike thinks he's made potassium nitrate, the first stage on the way to making silver nitrate. To be sure, he's preparing a simple test, while Hermione's carefully extracting the silver ore out of her rocks.
So, Mike, are you telling me that this filthy disc of filter paper is the result of a late night's work yesterday?
And the horse's digestive system too. Yeah. But it should be impregnated with potassium nitrate that we extracted from the manure. That's the chemical we wanted.
If it is impregnated by potassium nitrate, how can you tell?
Let's set fire to it.
Okay.
What should happen is it should go like the blue touch paper on a firework.
Right. Oh, so it'll crackle slightly.
It'll crackle and fizz. We might be able to hear it fizz, but
Okay.
remember we're dealing with...
Oh, it is crackling and fizzing.
see.
I'm amazed.
So I'm confident we've got some potassium nitrate from that manure.
Brilliant. So that's stage number 1. Tick, complete, success. Can I go now? Because it's quite smelly. Thanks, Mike.
Ah, the sweet smell of success. The first stage may be over, but unfortunately, potassium nitrate won't react directly with silver ore. So, an extra chemical stage is needed. Mike now has to convert this potassium nitrate into nitric acid.
Kate, we're going to start making hydrogen balloons.
Ooh, hold on. Got me glasses. Where should I go?
Right in the middle.
Okay. So this is the scaled up version.
Yep.
And you're using zinc?
Yep, lots of zinc.
Okay.
It's
So
okay.
the acid's in the bottom here.
That's what's in the bottom.
Okay.
I'm going to stick it in. And I've got a little safety release mechanism.
Oh, and
here.
it's fizzing almost instantly.
Great.
Down there, so that's all looking good. So the bag is going to be the balloon?
Yeah. Very simple high-tech solution.
Because that's quite a big volume.
It is a big volume.
It's working
It
very
is a
well.
bit slow though, isn't it?
So if we start now, we might have a couple balloons by tomorrow afternoon.
Well, that's sort of, yes, that's what I was thinking. Do you think we should leave it for a bit and come back to it?
Yeah, I think leave it for now.
Yeah. Over the next hour, the hydrogen production looks more and more promising.
Look at that!
Wow! You have a balloon!
What do you think? It's definitely inflated, isn't it?
Well, it's definitely inflated. I mean, I suppose the big test is, will it float?
We see.
Yeah, look at that. That's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Next stage.
We're going to make lots more.
Yeah.
Because it's just about picking up that piece of string, isn't it?
Yeah. And I suppose, I mean, this isn't going to stop. And there's more zinc, so it's not like you're going to run out of being able to produce hydrogen.
But we could run out of time.
They can use hydrogen balloons to get the photograph airborne, but how are they going to get it back down into my eagerly awaiting hands? Seeing Mike's potassium nitrate test has given Ellen an idea.
Hey, Mike, I've heard you've got potassium nitrate.
Word gets about.
Yeah, I'd love some.
Ellen's going to use Mike's essence of horse dung to make a slow-burning fuse.
Thank your lucky stars that you're a botanist.
Ellen's plan is to use a timed fuse to drop the photograph at the right spot. She needs a fuse that will burn slowly and steadily, so she's trying out different types.
And then if you would blow them out... Oh,
wow.
so what we're interested in...
Is not that happening.
We want something to burn pretty slowly, because you're going to be at least, 100, 200 meters away?
Okay.
So if it takes 10 seconds, I'll cut off a 10-second fuse. And then it'll burn through the thread or whatever.
Yeah.
It'll drop the postcard and you can just pick it up in your hands.
That string's good.
Mike's on stage 2 of his chemical journey, making nitric acid by reacting his potassium nitrate with homemade sulfuric acid. A few flames and fumes later, success!
This kind of apparatus and setup just excites the hell out of me. Makes me feel like Merlin.
Mike's hoping that this nitric acid will react with Hermione's silver ore to make the silver nitrate they desperately need. Meanwhile, Jonathan's filling up hydrogen balloons for tomorrow's airmail delivery.
It's a bit slow, much slower than I thought it was going to be, but it's getting there. It's just a matter of time to fill up as many balloons as we can for the challenge.
Hermione's crushed silver ore and Mike's nitric acid finally come together.
It's really boiling now.
And there seems to be a reaction. Hopefully, they've made silver nitrate, but they won't be able to test it until tomorrow. As day 2 draws to a close, Hermione started work on her camera. She's found a magnifying glass to create an image.
Yep.
And Jonathan and Ellen are testing their balloons.
It's very light wood. Oh, look at that.
Beautiful.
I think the pressure now is on Hermione to build the box, the camera.
Now I've got to work on the camera, and I haven't given it that much thought yet. And I'm kind of feeling, well, a bit apprehensive.
It's crunch day, and the sun is out. Just what you need for taking a photograph. Hermione is up early, she's found an old trunk and is converting it into a camera. Though it doesn't look like any camera I've ever seen.
Let's see if we can get an image.
Yeah. So if we go towards the window.
Look at that.
Oh, look. That's great.
Beautiful.
Just tweak these. You can see how it's sharpening up. You see the details increasing.
Here we go.
The final stage for Mike and Hermione is to add a pinch of table salt to their precious solution. If there really is silver nitrate in there, the salt will make it light sensitive. At last, they'll find out if all their hard work has paid off. If this chemical really is light sensitive, it should darken in sunlight.
Okay. What's happening, guys?
Hey, that was white a minute ago. This grey powder was white.
When it's exposed to the sun, it just turns this beautiful purple colour.
That's amazing. What are these things doing on here?
Oh, well, these are just our sort of little contact print control.
Right.
So when we remove them, it should still be white underneath.
Okay, so it's only the bit that's exposed to the sun that will go dark.
Yeah.
And this is basically the basis for your photograph.
Yeah.
Should we do the reveal?
Let's try.
Ready?
Yeah.
Watch
look
darken,
quickly.
watch it darken.
That's extraordinary.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's a few seconds of exposure. And should we do this one?
Yeah, go on.
I love it. That's brilliant.
Well, they've made their light-sensitive chemical. All they need now is the camera.
You know what I love about these modern day cameras? They're so easy and portable. You just stick them in your pocket, take them anywhere.
Ah, but Kate, this is not just a camera.
Yeah.
It's a camera and darkroom combined.
Ooh, look at you. Wow. This already looks funny. Okay.
I'll show you how it works.
Yeah.
This end bit is the camera.
Okay.
And to load the camera,
Yeah.
I have to just put on the gloves. Da-da. So I have my paper.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to paint on
Yeah.
Mikey B's fabulous solution.
And-
And so it's light sensitized.
Okay.
And
yeah.
then I load the camera, for which I change gloves, move down the darkroom.
Gosh, it's almost systematic, this process, isn't it?
So my light sensitized paper
Yeah.
gets loaded into the camera like this.
Okay. Right.
The camera is loaded. And then
Oh,
lift
look,
the lens
there's your
cap
lens, yeah.
and leave it, and we think 15-20 minutes or exposure.
Right,
I can
okay.
actually show you the image. So the lens is
That's
focusing all the
incredible.
light.
Yeah.
It's going to make a negative image.
So
the
I
camera.
shouldn't expect like a postcard. I should
It's going
expect
to be a
a
negative image.
Okay.
It's going to be a mini nightmare.
Ellen and Jonathan have spent all their time making the balloons fly. Now they're weighing them down.
Okay. Still too heavy. Oh, it's too heavy now. Well, that's nearly it. Oh, no, that's good.
They need to finely balance the balloons so they'll float but won't disappear into the Colorado sky. And Ellen's attached a fuse which should burn right through a thread, releasing one of the balloons. This will upset the balance, bringing the payload down with a gentle landing. The camera is ready and they've got their light-sensitive chemical. They're ready to take the photograph of the mill.
Oh, it feels impossible suddenly. Right, so
Exciting.
let's say that is fairly soaked. Right, I'm ready to load the camera. Right, check your watch.
After exposing the photo, Hermione soaks it in a very strong salt solution. This should fix the image, making it permanent.
Why don't we have a look?
You sure?
Want to have a look? No, you can see the mill outline.
Oh, that's unbelievable.
Look how it's turning already.
Unfortunately, the image seems to be fading. All they can do now is hope that the photograph will last the journey to me. It's challenge time. The photo is taken, the balloons are filled, and I've got a horse to get me around.
You guys all happy and ready?
Yeah.
Not turning around terribly much, but we've got quite a lot of rustle going on.
When it calms down,
Yeah.
it's blowing about 6 meters per second.
Okay,
So that's when we'll let it off.
okay, fine. Now, how far do I need to ride?
You'll need to ride about 200 meters.
Okay, presumably in the direction of your windsock, so down there.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Mike and Hermione, I haven't seen any evidence of your work, but is it there
It's in
attached? Okay, well, are you happy for me to go and get into position? I'll give you a yell when I'm in position. When you're happy with the wind, you release it.
Yes.
Okay? Right, Pet?
My airmail delivery needs to travel 200 metres, so Ellen's prepared a suitable fuse.
So, we're figuring it's about 40 seconds. Let's light that.
That's lit.
Okay.
Yep, they're both lit.
All right, very gently.
Okay, should we go?
Yeah.
Oh, come on. He'll pick up.
It's looking good. The balloons are heading my way. If Ellen's calculations are correct, the balloon should reach me in 40 seconds.
And he's smoking away.
Everything depends on Ellen's fuse releasing a balloon at the right time. And as a backup, she's added a second fuse.
I hope those fuses are going to work. My word, it's going very high. Well, I think we're in no doubt that the hydrogen is working.
But where are the balloons going?
Oh, it's coming back. It's coming back. This way. It's coming right back to us. It's a boomerang.
The wind's changed direction, and it looks like our precious photograph is disappearing into the mountains.
It's all right. When those fuses go, we'll come down.
Oh, come on, fuse.
Oh, there's gone.
Oh, one balloon's been released, so that means that one of the fuses has worked.
The second one,
second
the
one.
second one. Come on.
It's not going to come anywhere near me.
Oh, it's coming down.
It is.
Oh, excellent.
I thought you wanted me in that direction.
We forgot the stamp, Kate.
So much for my Wild West messenger horse. I ended up on Shanks's pony. Wow.
It's a boomerang.
But I have to tell you, watching those two balloons be released, and the fuses work beautifully, it flew beautifully. So I guess now, if I can breathe again, we have to reveal the photo.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Your imagination.
Yeah.
And this is the top of the mill.
Yeah.
It did look a lot better when it came out the camera.
Okay.
It just doesn't travel very well.
A postcard that doesn't travel. Would we say that this, the final rough science of the series, was a blinding success? Of course it was. Yeah. Right, come on, who's got a pencil or something? So we can maybe draw this.
For a free survival science pack and details of all Open University programmes, call 0870 900 9581 or go to open2.net, where you'll also find videos exploring more of the science behind the programme.